Do you think we are seeing similar ideas infiltrating the West now on a hitherto unrealized scale? And if so, why? And what can be done about it?
Well, it's not infiltrating the West. It is the West. This is how, this is what wealth is. Men want wealth because it attracts more women. Sexuality is about their ego. It's about their power over things. That everyone wants a piece of them. And wealth is you can't imagine a greater buttress to the ego, not just having money, but now all of a sudden you're a popular, powerful person without any reference to anything you may have ever done. Women go crazy for criminals and drug dealers. They're dangerous. They have money. They're free. They don't follow conventional morals. Except, of course, today it is conventional morals. So there's nothing strange about it. American liberalism and mass society goes to the lowest common denominator. This is how advertising works. This is how democracy works, bringing everything down to the lowest possible level so that everyone can understand it. Consumption is based exactly on that. People have no purpose. They have no higher goals. And they're not considered good enough. There really is no standard anymore. So consumption and the money necessary for consumption, the credit necessary for consumption becomes the sole good out there. Ultimately, it's the buttress of the ego. For men, it's the attraction of women and the admiration of other men. This is why they want wealth, and it's never enough. But that's not an anomaly. That is the Western ideology. That is what capitalism is. That is what liberalism is. That's not a strange concept. Now, what can be done about it? This isn't really a political matter. This is a sociological matter. This is a psychological matter. To a great extent, economic collapse, mass inflation, the ruin of these people is going to be necessary. Once they lose things, once they lose access to that which they thought was going to make them important, once that's gone, they'll either kill themselves or they're going to be forced to find their higher purpose. The creation of chaos can go both ways. Economic collapse will force these people who believe that money can get them anything to reevaluate their lives. I guess money isn't everything. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do when currency doesn't have its value anymore? When other systems, like the Russian or the Chinese, where money is not the center of everything because the state controls so much, they're victorious. Their whole ideology is going to come crashing down. It's actually already started, with the exception of a handful of billionaires and trillionaires at the BlackRock investment firm, which now controls everything, literally everything. Even wealthy people are in trouble. They're just one bad lawsuit away from having nothing. So a lost war abroad, the collapse of the currency, the complete inability to make anything, withdrawing cheap Chinese goods from the market, all of these kind of things, mass debt that could never be repaid, the entire American budget going into paying interest, let alone the debt itself. This is what's going to have to happen for these people to finally reevaluate their lives. Otherwise, they're going to keep going. Because even if they believe that money and self-interest is the only thing that matters, the only thing that exists, the only thing that's real, and individualism that goes along with it, and even if they lose everything to a great extent, say, well, that's how it goes. That's the market. But there will be some that will finally say, this isn't a way to live. And it's going to have that massive crisis. It's going to have to be necessary to get these people to think that way.